camp. How did camp go with the kids?
Oh, it was good.
Okay,
it was fun.
okay.
It was fun. Yes, sir.
And what's it like being back out there today, getting practice actually started? I know yesterday was important, but getting back on the grass today.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was awesome. It was fun. About time. Like, this is my first off season that I had where it was a full off season, so it was just good to go back out there with the teammates and just enjoy the time. It was a blessing, obviously, to see everybody healthy. But yeah, I had a great time out there, and I just can't wait to continue to keep going.
Yeah, Chris talked about expectations and so forth. Winning. That's translation.
Yep.
Where are you at with the the expectations for yourself and the team this season?
Yeah. So same thing, man. I mean, obviously, like we want to win. It's been a little bit since we made it to the playoffs, and we want to start with just one game at a time. Obviously, like, we want to get to the end goal, but we got to start with one step at a time, one practice at a time, and then we'll take care of it from there. But I just know that guy has a plan for the team, like I always say, which he does, and we're all fired up and juiced up with the new energy that we have. But obviously, the end goal is to win the big one. But we got to take it one practice, one day at a time, and that's how we get there.
So, that being said, would you be disappointed if this was not a playoff team?
For how hard we worked and for how close we got together, and with all the resources that we had, yeah, that would be definitely disappointing. But for us, we know that it takes a lot of work. We can't listen to what the outside say, or if the team looks great on paper, we don't listen to none of that stuff, because obviously when you get to these games, it's a one game at a time mentality, because anything can go on and you never know what can happen. So yeah, I always pray that we win every game, darn it. But obviously, we have to take it one step at a time and keep on getting better.
I know you just have last year to compare it to, but how is the vibe different? New coaching staff, obviously Kirk coming in, lots of new faces, but how's the vibe kind of different?
Yeah, I mean, just with Raheem coming in, he instilled that positivity, and even just yesterday when everybody showed up and came in, we were all smiling, all happy to see each other, all happy to be here, and it was just one of those things where we knew immediately, with the energy that was in this building, that the love is there, with every player, and just in the meetings, we were all locked in, tuned in, and we can still have fun and get good work in. But I think even today in this practice, we were just hitting everything on the nail, and there's some mistakes here and there, but we clean those up real quick and keep on rolling. But I think we're looking good in practice for day one.
How much does the positive attitude? How much does the positive attitude have an effect on you guys? I mean, just from the top down.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge effect. If you have a positive mindset, a positive team, you get that much work done, and it's that much better. And I feel that if you mope around and bring in negativity, then you're not getting what you came here to do, and it's not fun to be here. But now that we're having fun and we're just enjoying the time with each other on the field and playing for each other, I think that's how you become a really good team.
What have you seen out of Jace McClellan? Obviously, he was injured earlier and was more so in the meetings, but now that he's out on the field, overall, what are your impressions of him?
Yeah, I think Jace is doing a really good job. He's improving every day. Obviously, as a rookie, it's tough, but I think that they're managing him at a very high level, at a very good level. Coach Petrie, he takes it serious every day to get the young guys, up to speed, as quickly as possible. But I think with Jace, he's going to be a very good player, and I can't wait to, give him advice, give him tips, and, that's how we get better together.
As far as the off season, what did you felt like looking back on last season you needed to come back and work on and improve on?
Yeah, I mean, I think just my leadership. I think for me to have more of a voice on the field, last year I was more lead by example, and this year's the same thing. But I think, the guys, I'm just trying to gain respect from the guys every day and just let them hear my voice. I'm not a big rah-rah guy, but, I'll go right behind them and give them some advice, see what they can clean up, see what I can do better too. And I think that's what gets us all better. And then another thing is just continue to just work on the ball security. I had some fumbles last year, and I've been harping on that all off season. Obviously, get better at everything that I do on the field, but making sure that was a priority. So I don't put the ball on the ground next year, and it can be awesome season for the running back room.
So you had a ball in your hand the entire off season?
Hey, what's crazy? I fumbled one time in college, and I had to hold the ball in my hand the whole week. the whole week. So I did some of that.
Did you show Zach any of that wheel route touchdown in New Orleans film? See some more of that this year?
Yeah. That's gonna be that's in the cards. You know, we're trying to do everything that we can to, you know, create mismatches, and you know, with those big explosive plays, like that's the one thing that we want to focus on and harp on, so we can, you know, create those during the game.
Before the season starts with the Braves, the managers kind of gets all the guys together before they hit the field, gives them a little bit of a pep talk, advice, kind of whatever.
Yeah.
Did Raheem have something to say before you guys hit the field today?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he was just like, man, have fun out there. Like, obviously, just let it loose. Don't think about nothing. You know, there's so much time to think about anything off the field, but when we're on the field, just stay locked in. You know, we're here for 2 hours, so you know that's where we're gonna get our work. Obviously, we have film and stuff, but when we're here, like, continue to just have fun and compete and you know do what you do, be the best player on the field that you can be. And that was his pep talk. But it's just like his energy, it's infectious. So like we all felt it as soon as it happened. So yeah, I love that dude.
Bijan, go ahead.
Say it again.
What's the excitement level for you just to be back in camp?
Oh, I mean, I'm super excited. You know, during that last little like week, you know, we always want to get back. And you know, we start seeing teams going back to camp, and then it gets you like anxious to get out here. But now that we're out here, like you really see that feeling that's been missed. But I think I'm having a good time, man. Like last year, it was you know, a little tough during this point because, you know, I was still trying to figure everything out. I was trying to like get the plays down and, you know, get the timing down. So like I started thinking a lot. But now, like, man, I'm having fun. Like I'm just enjoying, you know, what I've learned from last year, and you know, the confidence is really high for myself. But to enthuse that confidence of the other guys too was pretty cool as well.
Right, Grady, well, just how did it feel to be back out there with the guys?
It felt good. I mean, we really felt awesome. You know, I set a goal to be back by the open training camp, and I reached my goal. Felt good, and it just missed it. Just missed being out there with them and being able to take part in practice. But I mean, feeling amazing, man. I'm happy to be back.
I know it's just a walkthrough, but do you kind of have to like mentally catch yourself, like not to go too fast yet, or are you kind of learning, or do you have any limitations, I guess?
Well, no limitations, but you know, obviously we gotta be I guess smart going forward, but no limitations. Did just amount of rep as, you know, my group, you know, and but. I mean, it's like almost like riding a bike. You know what I'm saying? It's been this year 10 now, knowing how to practice as a pro. You know, knowing what it takes to be ready for game time, and I can say I'm definitely starting in the right direction.
Grady, when they tell you that you're medically cleared, how much of a sigh of relief was that for you?
It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling, and you know, through this process, it's different like clear points. You know what I'm saying? Like, is your leg functional, clear? You know, can you ramp it up, clear? And then to be able to go full go. Green light from the team doctors, from your surgeon, from everybody involved. I mean, that is just a blessing. But I think it came a lot faster than I knew it would come fast. So I knew I didn't have much time to waste. You know, like I said earlier, when the injury happened in October, you know, just doing the math, I knew it was gonna take everything I got every day. You know, and that's what I did, and that's what I was willing to do. And I'm feeling good, feeling like, I mean, I'm starting training camp like I would any other year. You know, so it's definitely a good sign. I wouldn't say a sigh of relief because, you know, the work just started, you know, so just putting myself in position to be able to put the work in necessary to have a dominant season, and that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I've done, and that's why I want to just continue to build.
What was the moment that you felt like I'm back? Like, what was at some point, like, were you able to do something that you're like, I'm ready?
I mean, it was probably a couple months ago, probably back in the spring when I was, you know, doing rehab drills and, you know, running full speed, like a sprint, you know, 100 yards, stop, cut, do pass rush drills. And that's when I really knew, like, with another 2 months after that, by the time training camp come, I knew I'd be good, ready, and confident to open it up, you know, and just go without thinking. And that's what this is about. I mean, just me doing what I do, you know, letting the rest take care of itself and let the body just adjust how it may. But I mean, I've put myself in a great position to be able to perform at a high level, and I'm super excited, you know, to spend more time with my teammates, learn more of the defense, the ins and outs, you know, and learn multiple positions across the D-line and do what I got to do. So I'm just ready to do that.
I know today wasn't full speed, but was it important for you, like, just taking on double teams and getting that pushback for you to?
Absolutely, super important. You said just the feel of it. The seeing my different combination blocks, you know, getting back into the swing of, you know, reading formations, things like that. But like you said, just feeling the different combinations, whether true double, whether they got fast action away from you, shuffle down the line, or if I'm getting off the rock. So just getting that nice feel of it with it being a jog through day has just helped me continue to gain more confidence doing what I got to do. But I mean, can't nothing prepare you for playing football like playing football, So that's what I was excited about today.
You said it was like getting back on a bike, but now you're riding that bike with the brace on the knee. How much did you feel that as you're out there today, and is that going to be through the season?
When you put the brace on, obviously when your neck going full speed, you can kind of feel it sometimes. But when you're rolling, I don't even think about it much. My first arm brace is different from a leg brace, obviously, but I used to wear an arm brace my first 3 years, and once the game started, I never thought about it much. But it's just a precautionary step to take, especially playing in the trenches. We get guys falling all over the place or whatever it may be, but definitely the next step in where I'm at in my journey back to 100. So I go out there with full confidence and let it do what it do. And I mean, you get guys play with that thing. Some play the whole career, some play, maybe just a couple months, a couple weeks, however it may go. But I mean, I'm willing to, however long I got to wear it, it's not going to affect me either way. So I'm excited to just be on the field. Whatever I got to take. If I had to wear a brace on, wherever I had to wear one, I'm gonna do it if I can play on the field. So
obviously you're 10, but with coming back from injury, was there any extra jitters last night, or did it feel different?
No, just excited for training camp. That first night before the opening day of training camp is always, for everybody, is a little hard to get sleep because everybody's ready to hit the field. So that's what I felt. Just excited to be able to get back on the field. I could tell you when I was going out to the field today, my routine of taping my fingers, my wrists, ankles. I missed that. I definitely missed that, and just being able to go out there, put my jerseys on with the guys. You know what I'm saying? So it was definitely an exciting feeling. But once you're out there doing what you do, it is what it is. And I'm just like I said, probably 20 times, 30 times in this interview already. I'm excited to be back on the field.
Earlier we heard from Coach, and he said Grady lights up everything he does. And when you guys think of the Falcons, I want you to think of Grady. Mm-hmm. What does that mean to you? That mean the world to me. That's something that's definitely earned, but to be acknowledged from my coach, from my leader, man, it means a lot. And just make me want to go harder. Make me want to go harder. Every day I know that my best is required. I can't have any off days, and that's how I've been my whole career. So it's nothing new that's being asked of me. It's just to be me, come out, put the work in and day out, lead by example, and be a playmaker, and trust that, being a special player, what God designed you to be, let that shine, and I'm super excited to be in this position. And I know it come with a lot, but, I prepare myself to take on a lot, and so a comment like that definitely means a lot, and I don't take it lightly at all.
Yesterday, Terrell posted a video of that new locker room in there. What was your first kind of thoughts when you saw it, and how much does that just generally play into kind of the sense of this training camp?
Man, world class locker room. I mean, just the renovations that they made in this space since I've been here has been amazing. This is my third locker room change since I've been here. And I remember when we got the last upgrade, everybody was like, "Whoa, yeah, this is it right here." And this one is just whole new level, whole new class. I mean, they thought it out right, and then the execution and how fast they got it done is super impressive. And it means a lot. It encourages guys to stay around the facility more, hang out more. It's like a fresh feeling from being in training camp. And when you got cool hangout areas and just upgraded amenities. I mean, it's world class, man, and I'm super impressed and mean a lot. And the guys definitely appreciate it. Coaches appreciate it. I mean, a lot of thought and effort from everybody involved went into that.
As a seasoned veteran, how are you kind of handling the balance of getting yourself to the point, you're working on yourself being the leader, but also helping some of the younger players make the transition as well during training camp? How are you finding that balance?
Through working by being the best me, that's as far as leading by example, and when they need help in certain things and communicating things that I may see and things that they can help and focus on in their growth. I think that's important for me to communicate to them when the opportunity presents itself, and also letting them learn hard lessons that can only be learned through playing the game. Sometimes if you give somebody too much information, it could slow them down because they may be looking at too much things. If you just focus on being the best you, doing your job the best, and as you play more reps and be able to understand the game or the next level things, you can start to know and understand. But I think the most important thing for a young player is just playing with max effort first and foremost, and, not having a coach tell you something more than one time. It's okay you messed up, but you got to get it fixed, and just being resilient and believing in yourself. And that's some of the things that helped me as a young player and helped me today as a vet. But my biggest role that I can play in that is being the best me every day, and hopefully that inspire them to be their best selves, because at the end of the day, man, this is a performance-based business, and everybody is responsible for what they put on tape, and you always want to give guys as much help as they're willing to take, but I got a job to do as well for myself, and that's my job is to be my best for the team. And with me being my best for the team, that's going to pull on the guys that's looking up to me, to try to be their own best. But everybody got their own way of learning too.
So kind of going off that, being from Clemson, have you seen Rook, and kind of what have those interactions been like?
Yeah, I seen him, man. I see him every day. but Rook has got some great attributes to him. I mean, big, fast, physical. Like obviously a little brother, man, from Clemson. Product of Coach Dabo Swinney. Best head coach in college football. But I mean, he's gonna have learning curves just like anybody else. And I'm super excited to just watch him grow. But, I mean, any guys who they brought in, it's all hands on deck, you know what I'm saying? So whoever, need that guidance, extra push, I'm there for.
Where do you want this pass rush to be this year? I mean, obviously you got a lot of guys coming in that are different, and, you're getting back in the flow.
Yep.
Where do you think, their potential could be?
Man, we want it to be dynamic. We want to attack the quarterback. We want to get the ball off the quarterback. We want to disrupt the pocket. And however we got to do that, whether it's four-man fronts, 5-man blitzes, whatever it takes, that's what we're willing to get done. So I think it's going to be a lot of different plans of attack going forward, but everybody here in the building is capable of getting the job done.
You and Kirk both sustained, major injuries later in your career. I'm wondering, have you guys had any conversations about that, or have you bonded over that, and just what is your relationship building?
Yeah, well, it happened, me and Kirk both got hurt the same week last season right before the Falcons played the Vikings. So, I mean, that's kind of, you know what I'm saying? So, we kind of in this thing together. And but, I mean, it's a testament to see how far we both come in our career before we're sustaining a major injury. And also a testament to, at any time, any given play, you know what I'm saying, you never got it all figured out. Being a pro for so long, Kurt, myself, we know how to take care of our body. We know how to train. That just means that, nobody is immune to, what's uncontrollable. And it's about how you respond, and I think that's what we're doing, setting an example for. And I think, going through the season, it'll just show and inspire guys who go through it, whether it's early or late in the career, that it don't matter what point in your career that you go through something major like this, you can bounce back from it. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kirk are both in positions to where, something like that happened at a guy in our point in our career, they might be thinking like, man, is it even worth fighting back? Is it doing this? But it's like, it's a whole nother fire that I see in him, a whole nother fire that I feel in myself, that you're never satisfied. You always want to get better and get back, and compete at the highest level for a world championship. And I think that's what's both getting us back going. And I'm happy to have him here. And it's just funny how life and fate worked out. That we both got hurt same week right before we were about to play each other. And then to have him here on the team now and to lead us going into the season, I mean, it means a lot. And I couldn't think of a better guy, to have in that position. I'm excited to see his comeback, and I'm excited to see my comeback, and hopefully it inspires a lot of people.
You're on your way back to 100%. So, and I know you're back, but where do you kind of feel like you are? Are you 85, 90? Like, where do you?
I mean, I couldn't put a quantified number on. I feel good. I feel confident. If I had to go out there right now, I'd be ready. But the plan that they have in place for me here is just gonna get me better, get me ready for the long run. You know what I'm saying? And hope they're gonna have to save me from myself a lot. Trying to push and go above extra, but I. Also, a lot of times I have to, tell myself I need the rest too when I can get it. So, trusting that process as well. But I feel great. But it's definitely a process that we're taking going forward, leading to the first game.
There was a rep. The offense going that way. It was a run play. to your left, and I think like Bijan bounced it back and got back with him. It seemed like, from what I saw, it seemed like you were excited about making that, recognize or whatever. Do you remember kind of what happened?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, we jogged, but the quick screen pass out there, and that's how I like to play my game, sideline to sideline. And I can't control that instinct in me. So if the ball over there, I got to run and go get it. So, to feel it, get back to it, not even thinking about the leg. I mean, that felt good. You know what I'm saying? And then with it only being jogged through, it's only a certain amount of percent, but I feel confident enough that I felt that was game time. I could have laid them down.
Grady, we're a community magazine, and so we talk to a lot of young men that are coming up and about to go to college, about to take their next step. And what would you say to a young man that's about to come up and following his dream?
I think what I would say is, first and foremost, before you do any work, you got to believe in yourself, wholeheartedly, because to chase a dream to make it come true is going to be a lot of obstacles. Whether that's from another person, whether from circumstances that you're from, and it's going to be a lot of more no's than it is yes. But to achieve a dream, you can have 1,000 no's, but all it takes is one yes. But when that yes comes, you need to be prepared, because some people get discouraged early if they get a no, and that might be prepared for that time. When it's time to have a yes, if you miss the opportunity, it might not come back ever again. So you got to have that self-belief and knowing that your time going to come. Even if it don't come when you think it's going to come, you got to be ready for when it do. Because if you give up too early, you could be just about to strike gold and turn back the other way. So just self-belief, hard work, perseverance, and nothing worth having comes overnight. And the harder that you fight for it, the harder that it's going to be for somebody to let it go. You get something too easy, too early, you won't fight for it. It's hard to keep it. So the hard work don't go unnoticed, and you just got to trust the process. But also you got to push through. It ain't going to be easy. You got to go above and beyond, take the other steps that others aren't willing to take to be able to achieve a dream. Because no matter what industry you're in, nobody chasing somebody else. You always got competition. Somebody else coming. You got to want it more. And that's just the life that we live, the world that we live in, and that's good, and that's going to bring out the ones who really, really want it. And, companies, teams, people hiring, going to see that, in people that they want to, whether that's elevate their business or somebody who want to start their own business, and you got to be willing to, if you want to run the business, you got to be willing to do the job of whoever the quote unquote lowest ranked person at the building willing to do. You got to be willing to do that 1,000 times over. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect anybody to do anything that you're not willing to do, so no, you can't be too good for anything, entitlement, nothing. Like everything earned, hard work every day, and you just got to grind it out and believe in yourself.
Grady, coming off the injury that you did, a lot of guys say sometimes they actually get stronger and come back stronger. Like, how do you feel now, strength and stamina wise, compared to where you were pre-injury?
I feel strong as I've ever been. I've always been, super strong. That's how I'm able to do the job I do at my, size, position, stuff like that. But I feel strong, explosive. But time will tell on itself. You know what I'm saying? That's what's most exciting about all this. I get to go out there and play in front of the camera. People see what's going on, and it'll all take care of itself.
Well, AJ, just how's it feel to be back in camp?
Feel great, being back with the guys and going to work every day. Right now we in the little honeymoon stage, but once we get about a week or two in, that's where the real test is on locking in on the details and finding our DNA in the team and trying to go win the ship.
You mentioned the honeymoon phase, but how is the vibe kind of different than this time last year?
It's real good. The vibe is always perfect when you're coming back off the off season. Everybody ready to work, and we got a lot of new faces, and it's just a new locker room. It's a lot of new things going on, so the vibe is great.
I feel like we've been hearing about a new energy with the new coaching staff, just like a different vibe in general. Is that something you've picked up on?
Yeah, the coaches, Rod always bringing the energy. The defense coordinator, really everybody. We all just trying to build the chemistry and then get everything down in the details going into the season.
I know it's day one, but speaking of that chemistry, having another corner beside you, that's kind of up for grabs right now. What's that kind of been like for you?
Just going in every day, just helping everybody. We got a lot of guys that we trust, and whoever we put out there is definitely somebody we all trust and believe in to get the job done. So it's my job to also help and make sure everybody got the things down, the play sheet and all the calls, and make sure we're moving fast.
What's Jimmy Lake like in team meetings?
He's great. He get everybody involved early on. And then he got the serious phase. Where he get everybody locked in on details and having us ready to go and be prepared for practice and for games to come.
Is it hard to kind of hold back on day one? Like you're so excited to be here that you're like, just let it
rip.
I wanna go
Yeah,
after
I
it.
swear it's always like that every year. Sleeping in the dorms, you don't really get no sleep. I'm locking in on the playbook all night, waking up early, making sure I don't miss my alarm, all those type of things. You're just ready to just get out here and and perform.
What were your feelings having Grady back?
Oh, we love having Grady back. We missed him last year for once he went down, and we watched him work and prepare stuff for camp and getting right. So we as a whole defense and team overall, we're definitely happy he's back.
What's your favorite part about this time of year, and your least favorite part about this time of year?
Favorite part of time is being back with the guys and stuff like that, and just getting ready for the whole season. Least favorite is that's easy, probably just being away from family. Of course, once we get started, we all in to February.
Is there any? Talk about a lot of news. Just come back, seeing a new locker room, new workout area. What does that do for just you guys as a player?
Yeah, it does a lot. It brings a different energy in the building. Everybody happy to be at work. Happy to experience new things, the cafeteria, the locker room, the weight room. All those little things mean a lot to us players being in there. And we appreciate the organization for definitely doing that. So, it means a lot.
AJ, Coach said that they're trying to be really intentional about making early in camp kind of a mental ramp-up period. Have you felt that this year kind of relative to some of the other camps you've been a part of?
It's always like that. Once you come in, they always trying to just make sure we hone in on the details before we come in flying and ready to go. But they know we ready to go, so we'll be at it tomorrow. It's part of every camp process of just trying to come in and get everything going, get your body right, get everything flowing, get the pace of practice, and then we'll turn it up.
How much of you now being the guy that shares with the young guys? It seemed like it wasn't that long ago that you were here picking the brains of the veterans.
Yeah, it's great, just how the roles switch, and it happened quick. So, like I said before, I feel like that role with me started when I really want to say a rookie, but definitely that second year. Just being able to give knowledge to the younger guys or even the older guys, and being able to pick off their brain what they got from me too. So all those things is what make the team better, the defense better, and ultimately yourself. So it's huge.
Going off of that, are there any kind of rookies that you're really excited to see in action, or anyone that we should kind of be watching out for?
I want to see our D-line. I want to see the whole D-line get active. We was heavy on the D-line this year, and I just want to see, all those boys get active. They all been looking good out here, following the pace of practice and making plays and running to the ball and asking questions and things like that. So I'm definitely happy to see them get active.
Who are you bunking with? Who's your roommate, and what are you kind of learning about him?
Who's my roommate?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the DBs. It's me, Mike Hughes, Clark Phillips, and D. Alfred.
First to get up? Like who's kind of, what are you learning about them? Snacks first to get up? Is there a rule?
Yeah, Clark he an early bird. He going to bed at 9 and stuff like that. I'm trying to get on his wave, but everybody else, we all be to ourselves. I ain't gonna lie. We see each other all day. We might just go in there and just kick it, talk to the fam for the little amount of time we got, and get ready for the next day.
AJ, how would you describe your leadership style, and how has it evolved since you've been in the league?
Yeah, I'm more, I'm lead by example. Do my thing, hold myself accountable, and make plays. Ultimately, that's mainly my style.
Who brought in the NCAA 25 game?
Say it again.
Who brought in the NCAA 25?
Who brought in? What you mean by that?
Who brought in the college football video game?
Did anyone bring
Somebody
it?
had
nobody brought it yet. It's on the way. It's on the way. We got it in the locker. We finna get it in the locker room, and hopefully the dorm. But it's like it's a win-lose situation, because once we get on it, we ain't gonna get off. Yeah, we gotta go to bed. So it's like, if we do get it, we need to put it in the locker room, not in the dorms.
Has someone ordered it? Is it like Amazon Prime?
Yeah, how'd y'all not get the express copy of that early?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Too much. Matter of fact, we was everybody was so ready to get it. They really just bought it themselves on the the earliest drop that you can get it. So we didn't wait for nobody to give us a free handout. I'm pretty sure everybody just bought it. We waited 10 years.
Are there any like rookie responsibilities that you guys kind of bestow to them that they need to kind of do during training camp?
It's real light. All we do is just ask for snacks and carry some equipment inside. Nothing crazy.
What's the snack for you? Snack of choice?
It's whatever the guys want. It's a new room every year. So for me, I'm an old school candy. I like the Boston Red Beans. What? Yeah, Boston Red. You sit on those Mike and Ice. Little stuff like that.
Okay.
Something simple.
That's fair. That's nice.
AJ, how are you approaching your contract negotiations? Will you do it during the season? Do you have a cutoff date where you're like, I'm not talking about it anymore?
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. Like right now, I'm so focused on just being with the team and being involved and just letting my agent work his move and do what he do. So, it's easy for me to just come to work and not think about it and know that it's in good hands.
Are you comfortable with where the conversations are at this point? Do you feel good about it?
Yeah, I'm just playing my role, just playing football and controlling what I can.
Do you notice
a
little
lot
bit of
of
a
guys
difference?
are holding in and out. It looks like you're doing a full participation thing. That might say something to the team that, hey, he's all in and he's going to let the contract take care of itself. Tyson Campbell just got a big cornerback contract.
Yeah, congrats to Tyson too. I know Tyson, things like that, he balling. But that's it'll all play its role as long as I just keep doing my thing. Stay all in with the team and just do my part.
First is, how's it feel to be back in camp?
It's a blessing, man. It's year 4 for me. Everybody came back, good energy, good attitudes. Just ready to get rocking, man.
What's the next step this secondary's got to take?
I'm gonna say like any given year, just building chemistry as much as possible. You hear it all the time. The best teams have the best chemistry. Like guys just know each other. It's not really too much. You communicating, but at the same time, you've been doing it so long, you got a feel for each other. So chemistry can always improve. But at the end of the day, man, we just got to play ball.
Does it make it easier having that retention? Obviously at the one corner spot, but just having the same guys back there, having that retention, having that flow.
Yeah, but you know how it goes, man. Ain't nothing set in stone, man. You got to compete every day. Like you can't come out here, content. You got to be working every single day. All the guys know that. It go down from the starters all the way to whoever you got as a 4. Like it's never in stone until it's in stone.
How are the vibes different just Raheem and the staff come in and just kind of mix up the flavor a little bit?
It's a different vibe. All the guys love it though. It's a different feel, and they just really looking out for the players, trying to make sure that we good and we fresh, ready to go.
What was as he talked about? He sat down with Kirk and watched film yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Did he bring any of that knowledge to y'all, and what did y'all think about it?
Always, he's always sharing. That's just the type of guy he is. Jesse a great leader. Any knowledge he get, he always willing to share. He don't keep cards close to him. At the end of the day, it's about all of us improving. When we all improve, we all do better, and that's gonna lead to W's.
What's your expectation for the training camp reps? So you were out there first today, and what's your expectation for the season? Or do you have expectations? Do you just try to take it day by day?
That's exactly what it is, bro. It's day by day. All my expectation is go out there and give my absolute everything every single day. That's what's owed to me, to myself, and then ultimately to this team. I'm trying to prove my spot here and make sure I'm on this 53-man roster at the end of the day.
For the offseason going into, did you have any goals, expectations you wanted to hit this offseason in terms of improvement and just where you wanted to be at when you got here today?
Excuse my language. I want to make this fun. You know what I mean? It's this over in the blink of an eye. And you really want to cherish all these moments you get, and that's what I've been working on.
And for you, what did your offseason look like? Take us through it. Kind of just getting better and getting prepared for.
Obviously I took my little break. We all do. I'm fortunate enough. I grew up on the beach, kind of pretty much in Destin, Florida. So I went home a few times, put my toes in the sand, and just cherish those moments with my family. I had my second annual giveaway, back to school giveaway. That was real nice. I'm always gracious for that moment, just to be able to be a blessing to people. And then obviously we grinding. You know, I had to get back to the grind. That's consistently, and that pretty much sum up my off season.
I want to say you spent all of last year with Marco,
Mm-hmm.
right? How do you feel like your skill sets kind of mesh?
You talking about me and Marco?
Yeah, yeah.
How we mesh together, or
Yeah.
let me try and figure out what you're asking me.
On the field, yeah. How do
Yeah.
your traits mesh, do you feel like? Or just like resembling one another?
Shit, I mean, bro, we just two dudes that just want to go out there and get it. Like, I don't really know how much more I can say about it. Like, we just hungry for it, you know. And at the end of the day, you got to be hungry and you got to be ambitious when you're out here.
You know, there's no fans out here this year, which is kind of a bummer, but Raheem was kind of saying that, you know, like in a way, it's almost like an away environment for you guys because you got to create your own juice. How much of that do you guys miss, and kind of how can you replace that energy that the fans bring during one-on-ones, whatever it is out here?
Obviously, you know, they bring a different spark to the practice. You know, they yelling back there and sometimes talking a little trash. You know, it's all fun, though, but because that's what we experience on Sundays. But, yeah, you bring your own energy, and that's just another challenge for us. Not in a bad way, just in like, you know, nobody out here to cheer us on. Let's see if we can do it for each other.
What's your favorite part about this time of year and your least favorite part about this time of year?
Favorite time? My favorite, my least favorite probably damn, that's some hard questions. My favorite time, football back. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. Football back. Least favorite?
Staying in the dorms?
Nah, I love the dorms. I'm gonna have to get back to you on least favorite. I just love that football back, man. It's a blessing to be out here.
Who are you rooming with, and what's that dorm like?
Me, Abernathy, Marco, Helens, and then Jesse Bates, all us together. I think 3 of us were together last year, and then we just added a guy, but it's all good vibes, man. You know, we all come in a little early just to make sure we can talk to each other and, you know, hang out before the curfew, so.
What's that snack cabinet looking like?
What? Hey, I ain't gonna snitch on nobody. I can't put nobody's name out there. Some people keep snacks under their bed, though. I know, trust me, I know.
Richie, were you at UCF with Hughes?
Yeah, I was actually, yep. We spent the season together.
He said a minute ago that he feels like he's more the player that he was then now, and, you know, after how trying his last however many years have played out here. But just what was he like at UCF?
Man, he just showed up and worked. Honestly, like, I was kind of close to him, obviously, in the secondary, but he didn't really have many words. You know, he just showed up and worked, and he earned a starting job right at the end of camp and balled out that season. He was out of there. So it was a quick little stint, but he just a hard worker, man.
As a player, what's he like?
Like I said, he gonna work hard. He gonna give you too many words. He let his actions do the speaking. I like that about him.
When you look around your side of the ball, what's the potential of this unit?
Potential is sky high, man. You know, it's really to the sky. Like, bro, we got so many great ball players back there. I feel like we've been improving every single year, honestly. And now it's just that challenge of coming together and working with each other, you know, just trying to everybody elevating at the same time.
Beautiful. Thank you, man.
They feel like if they can do that every day, they're getting better and better. The more you can do something, I always say, like, I love that Bruce Lee quote. Right. The more I can do that one thing over and over, and I feel like I've got it down pat, like it doesn't matter what the defense does, then there's that belief, that confidence, and that vision for those guys. It doesn't matter what they show, we know we can do this.
And you guys have been working on that. I mean, your group, this is a new coaching staff around you, but your group has been working on that for 2 years, so you probably feel like you're pretty far down that road.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is with the guys also, like, we got everybody back. And so it's a really exciting time for us right now. We got everybody back. And a lot of these guys have been here now for several years. And it's just fun. I think that the more you can keep those guys, the more it can stay the same, the better each year you see it getting. And so I'm excited about it. I know today was kind of like, you know, your first day out there, but just looking forward to this training camp with those guys. And I don't know, it's just so exciting when you get out there for the first time and you're back out, you come off vacation, traveling, hanging out with the family, but being back there on the field with the guys is just the energy and just the passion, you just feel it, and it's a great time of the year.
It's kind of been like a mental journey, but you know, at the end of the day, with having the right people around me, and you know, my relationship with God has got me through a lot of stuff. So, you know, to say the least, I've taken everything in stride, taken nothing for granted. I'm still out here able to play ball. So at the end of the day, I'm happy with everything. So.
I think
Could
Jerry
we have
Gray
you come
mentioned-
over here? Sorry.
I think Jerry Gray mentioned a few months ago that you look like the version of you from Minnesota.
Mm-hmm.
What is that player like?
The player that got drafted. Jerry obviously drafted me while I was in Minnesota. So, the guy that they saw at UCF. With me playing outside this year, I've been getting more comfortable with just the reps and just a better understanding of, what my role is, and I think that's helped me a lot.
What's your approach for this training camp? Because obviously there's that spot aside AJ that everyone's kind of watching.
The approach is to compete, just to have fun. At the end of the day, we're doing something we love to do, literally living the dream. So at the end of the day, just competing and having fun with it, and I think the rest will take care of itself.
What have the conversations and discussions been with the coaching staff coming in, obviously new defensive coordinator, all that stuff, in regarding to that? It's
all been good vibes. Like I said, it's an open, friendly competition, so we're all out here competing, helping each other get better at the end of the day. So, it's a good thing to have, good problem to have. We're all out here, like I said, competing, trying to be on the field. So at the end of the day, it's just a friendly competition and just having fun playing ball.
How much do you guys kind of, as a part of that friendly competition, kind of maybe give each other critiques, or is it kind of like, all right, like, or do you kind of work together with that kind of stuff?
Me being an older guy, I kind of give some of the young guys pointers or something that I see that can help their game. It's never me trying to down anybody, because at the end of the day, we're a team. We're on the same side, so it's always good to help each other. I think everybody's been doing a good job of trying to critique each other's game in a good way, though, just to help each other get better.
Well, how have the vibes been kind of different so far compared to this time last year?
Just the energy is different in the building. I won't try to get into specifics, but it is this far. It's just been great. Everybody's happy to come to work, and we're ready to get this year started. I think it's going to be a little different.
Exciting time of year. Every team's got hope. When you look around, what kind of potential do you see in this team?
I see a lot of potential. We still got a lot of work to do. A lot of things to put together, but so far I see a lot of potential with this team, and if we could put it together, I think we could go far and do some things.
Sometimes when a coaching staff overturns, it's because a team bottomed out, but that's not the case here. A lot of talent all over. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, to some extent. Like I said, we still got to put it all together, no matter who's leading. It's up to us to get things rolling, and I think the coaching staff has done a great job so far, bringing in a different energy, and everybody, like I said, everybody just happy to come in to work and get ready to work.
What do you like most about this time of year and like least about this time of year?
Staying in those things over there. That's probably the worst. But other than that, it's a grind. Me coming in year 7, I expect hard and long days, and at this point, I just kind of take it in stride and don't take anything for granted, because I could be sitting somewhere on the couch. You know what I mean? So I look at it like that. So it's a blessing.
That being said, how do you kind of measure success at this point? Because obviously, not even pads. I mean, it's still so early on. Like, how do you measure success for yourself?
For myself, just paying attention to all the little details. We're not able to hit or have any contact right now, so just being mentally prepared and being sharp, and just knowing where I'm supposed to be, and knowing what I'm supposed to do on defense, and trying to help out the other guys as well. So everybody's looking polished.
Mike, I'm Will.
Nice
new here for the team site.
Gotcha.
But Jesse yesterday was kind of talking a little bit about him being more intentional with developing his leadership, I think. Is that something you've noticed from him this offseason and kind of the training, the offseason OTAs, and then kind of here?
I don't even know if he noticed himself, but I saw it last year. You know what I mean? So
I felt the same way.
Yeah. So at this point, it's kind of, to me, it's to see him do it is kind of second nature. And me and Jesse came in the same year, so I'm kind of following his lead as well. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I try to help out the young guys as well. But he's done a great job, man. Like I said, I saw it last year, but he's doing a great job.
And how is the communication level? Having you and then D and Jesse and Richie and DeMarco and AJ, that cohesion, do you feel like right now you guys are maybe at a higher level communication-wise?
Oh, for sure. We're a tight-knit group. We do things outside the building together. And I think that really, it sounds cliche, but that it helps out a lot with the camaraderie on the field. And just doing little things like that, it'll help us grow. So I think that's a good thing about this group.
And apologies if you were asked this already, but like, what are your thoughts on the changes to the building?
I love it. I love it. So when I came into the league in Minnesota, we had a brand new building, and so I kind of got spoiled by that. But when I left, I was kind of entering some kind of rundown buildings. But it's nice to see some new things again. So
it's like making the playoffs as a rookie.
Yeah,
to be
exactly.
like seventh year and made the playoffs. All right, cool.
Exactly. But no, it's cool, man, and we're all grateful for it. Thanks to Mr. Blank and his crew. They did a great job, and we all love it.
I know Will mentioned some of those names there that obviously are coming back, but as we were talking about earlier, kind of competing for that other corner spot. Does that make it, I guess, the battle more like you guys are kind of in this together? Like, is it interesting that there's continuity there, but also could be change, if that makes sense?
I mean, it could be, but like I said, we've all shown that it's a friendly competition, and we're all trying to help each other get better. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Thanks. Appreciate it.